Hey guys, it's Lara Rockefeller with Mortgages Made Easy, powered by Premier Mortgage Center. And today I'm here with Cece Alexander from Sutton Realty, and we are just having a conversation about how we can help our clients, you guys, be more successful in getting the keys, like main goal is keys,
That's right?
So
keys in hand.
that's what we want.
Yes.
Lots of keys. So we thought we'd offer you guys just a couple of easy tips that you guys can think about when you are getting ready to purchase a house. So number one tip that we recommend is getting your team around you. So I always say to my clients, if they're not working with a realtor yet when they come to me, it's really important, or even if they have a realtor, it's really important that the realtor and I make a bubble around the client, because that is our main goal, is getting you guys your keys. And there's certain things that need to happen for the keys to come. So
Absolutely. When you think of the nursery rhyme, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, that was really important back then. That was the A team.
That
was your source of food, your source of light. So today, we need to assemble our modern day team. If you're a buyer going out into the market, you need a financial mortgage agent that you can trust. You need a realtor that you can trust. A lawyer that you can trust, and perhaps in the extra, peripheral of your team, you have a home inspector, you have, it's your accountant or your financial advisor, people like that are close to you as well.
Especially when you're getting into like purchasing investment properties and stuff, right? Like,
That's right. They can play a very significant role. So having a team that you can trust as part of your family, your team that's looking out for you, is very, very important.
That's right. So part of that team, as you're saying, is leading us into step number 2, or tip 2, which is getting your finances in order, okay? Really understanding what your budget is, where you can be shopping, how much things are going to cost every month. There's a really big difference between being pre-approved with a mortgage agent than compared to being like just pre-qualified on maybe your day-to-day banking online app. There's a really big difference between those two. When a mortgage agent is qualifying you, we are getting documents, we're getting income documents, we're looking to see your payment history, all the same things that lenders are doing. When you're just working with your online bank and you're not giving them any documents, so they're not verifying any of that information. I'm not saying that information is not correct, I'm just saying from the eyes of a lender, they look at things a little bit differently. So we want to make sure that we are putting the right numbers in and looking at all of the income to make sure that you guys can afford the house that you want to put an offer in, right?
Can I ask you a question there?
Yeah.
When a buyer's looking at a property, they'll come in pre-approved from their financial perspective, but the actual property that they're buying, can that affect
oh my goodness, yes.
pre-approval?
Yes, and that's what I tell all my clients, is that the pre-approval is on you, but a commitment from a lender is on the whole package. So the collateral, or how the lender would make their money if they didn't make their payments, is on the property. And there's a lot of things that lenders don't like. So it's really important that any property you're interested in, that I'm looking at ahead of time, I can even send them to lenders ahead of time and saying, hey, are you noticing any red flags here? Anything in this listing that you don't like? And I have had some lenders come back and say, we will not lend there. We don't like that area. We don't like that picture in that. I had one that they didn't have the front porch finished, and they had written as is in the listing. Now it was just the porch, but the lender came back and said, we don't like that. And this was before they put an offer in. So
it's interesting. You mentioned that, and that reminded me of a situation that I experienced where my buyer's financing, even though he was pre-approved coming in, it was revoked because the lender didn't like the building across the street, because it was a derelict building, and the plans that there was no set, good plan for that building to be demolished or to turn into something better that would improve the value of the property that my buyer was trying to purchase. So
sometimes lenders can, to me, it doesn't sound like it's making much sense for some of the reasons that they're coming back. But I mean, hey, it's their money and they're giving you guys all kinds of it. So we have to sometimes play their game. I had one colleague who, when it wasn't for a purchase, it was just a refinance. But when the appraiser came and did their report, they saw some chickens in the yard. And it was just a country property, not a farm or anything, just they had chickens. But the lender denied it because they said that they were profiting from agriculture.
Oh my gosh.
So lenders can
Wow.
be very
Wow.
picky. So it is really important to make sure that that team that we were talking about is all working together to make sure that the house can get financing, right? Unless of course you're just paying for the house with all cash. So then you don't have to worry about jumping through lenders hoops, but
Right.
Okay, so number 1 was make your team. Number 2 was get pre-approved, make sure your financing is in order. And then number 3 is, I would say, going back to that team, but it's really just working with experts in real estate, right?
Research.
Yes.
Research.
Yeah.
Your team, realtor, will be working on your behalf. They will understand the neighborhood. They will research the neighborhood that you would like to move to, or city or town. Find out everything that you need to know, where the schools are.
Yeah,
is
for
the trail
sure.
system important to you? They will research into what properties have sold for in the neighborhood.
Okay, and then looking at the prices.
Right.
Yeah.
If we can find apples to apples, we'll find those to be able to say, okay, here's almost exact same style of home, same square footage, same size lot, sold for X recently, so we can start to get an understanding of where that property might go to in price.
Right. Okay.
So having that research and really, understanding what's happening in the area that you want to buy in is really important. And that's where your team comes in. That's where your team can really help you to understand that.
Are those some of the conversations that you have with clients? Is what's
Always.
important for you? What do you want as part of your wish list? Like, what are you?
Yes, wish list is important. That's actually my first question.
Oh,
so
cool.
when we start talking with our clients, I ask, give me your wish list. Give me everything on your wish list.
Yeah.
Write down everything. Even we need a dog kennel out back for for Sammy, and we need just tell me everything. And then I ask them, take your wish list and now prioritize it.
Okay, right.
So in this heated market, it may be difficult to get everything on your wish list. I mean, we had the luxury of being able to take our time and look a little more and, incorporate more of that wish list into our purchase. But in this market, we might have to sacrifice a few of those things. And it may be that the buy that we're making may be a stopover to the complete wish list. So
you're saying it might not be your forever home, is what you're saying, right?
it might not be. I mean, that situation has come up because, with the low interest rates, this is a very attractive time to purchase property despite what's happening.
There's never been mortgage rates this low. I mean, our parents didn't see it. Our grandparents, my grandparents paid almost 20%, right, when they bought their home. So, I mean, it's all relative. I mean, and the news loves to scare you and to talk about stuff like crazy mortgage rates, but the reality is that rates are still so low, and it's a great time to buy.
It is. So taking advantage of those interest rates and getting into the market, especially the first time home buyers, coming out and making a first purchase in this market, any time to get in the market and purchase real estate and begin to invest is a fabulous time. So
so really going through your wish list, and let's pick like maybe your 1 or 2 non-negotiables, and then the rest we can take a look. And if we hit more, awesome.
That's right. And the wish list always changes. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's finding a house with baby number 1, and 5 years down the road, the family's gotten bigger. So.
Yeah, it happens. We know that. So it happens.
Right. The wish list changes, but having some flexibility in that. That's why I ask my clients to prioritize it. Take a look, everything you want. Tell me everything you want, so that my mind's eyes are open and I'm hunting and I'm looking for you because I know exactly what you want.
Exactly. And I have those same conversations with my clients too, because I want to make sure I'm tailoring the right mortgage for their life goals as well, because it's really important. So that's why it goes back to that team aspect where we're all working together to get you 2 keys in your hand, right?
That's right. And I have to say, it is amazing and it's wonderful to work in with a team.
Yes.
Because we are communicating as your team on your behalf, and it works so well. Everything runs smoothly. There's no surprises. Everyone's on board.
Yep.
And we all have a common goal on the team, is to look after you.
That's right. Okay, guys, well, hopefully those tips will give you some help. If you have any more questions or anything that we said you want to talk more about, I'd be happy to book a call with you. So thank you so much, Cece, for talking
Thanks for
today.
having me.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.